If you're signed up for a 10K race
and you're wondering how to fuel for it,
then this video is for you.
woohoo! Welcome back to the 3 miles. Today we are going to talk about how to fuel for a 10K race. Imagine you have signed up for your very first 10K this spring, or maybe your second 10K or your 10th 10K.
Yeah.
But maybe you're wondering, like, how do I fuel for this? Should I be carb loading? Should I be taking gels? Because you might hear a lot of that on social media.
Yeah.
Or maybe you hear the complete opposite. You don't need it for a 10K.
Yeah. I feel like I hear that more often.
Probably, yeah. You hear a lot about fueling for a half marathon and marathon.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the 10K,
Not so much.
it's kind of neglected, isn't it?
And we're going to talk about before the race,
Yes.
as well as during the race.
Yes. As well as the day
After.
before
Oh yeah.
and during training runs.
All around it.
All around it.
All around it.
So I think most people are interested in the race specifically.
Yeah.
So I think we'll start there, and then we'll talk about how you train this maybe during your training runs
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's imagine I have a 10K race
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
My race is on a Sunday.
Yeah.
What am I doing the day before?
The day before.
What would you do?
The day before, I'm going to use the word carb load because you are going to be having more carbs.
Yeah.
Obviously, a different quantity to what you'd be having for a marathon, ultra, all of that. But I would still like to use the word carb loading,
Yeah.
not fear that word. And what I'd be doing is the day before or 2 days before, I'd just be upping the carbs ever so slightly. So, you know, having some extra bread, reducing fiber and protein just a little bit. I'm not saying just only eat rice.
Yeah.
We're not crazy. You still need your vegetables and all that, but just reducing the fiber will mean that you're more likely to have less stomach issues.
Yeah.
Um,
Exactly.
Reduce the protein and just add in some extra carbs so you just have that bank of a little bit extra energy. But because it's a 10K, you don't need to be going crazy on it.
Yeah.
There's no need to be having, you know, massive balls of pasta the size of your head.
Yeah, I think indeed, like, focusing mostly on your dinner, increasing carbs there, but then already during the day before your race, maybe just decrease the amount of fat, protein and fiber a little bit,
Yeah.
just to avoid those GI issues, GI
Exactly.
distress.
Especially because when you look at then post-race, what you're going to be having, you know, your protein
Yeah.
to get back those muscles and stuff. So
Yeah, to recover.
yeah.
And I think, like, obviously a lot of this depends on the intensity that you race with.
Yeah.
And what you want out of it, but assuming that you're running for performance, this is it's a good guideline.
Yeah.
So, okay, then the day of the race, before the race, let's talk to, like, true two
Yeah.
scenarios.
Yeah.
I would like to discuss if you can have a breakfast, and maybe for those people who are like, I really can't eat before I run, which especially I think in the 10K scene maybe happens a little bit more often because people might be less used to fueling,
Yeah.
what you would do in that case. So if we talk about you are having a breakfast, which obviously is the best scenario,
Yes.
what would you have for your breakfast? Maybe we can show it on screen,
Yes.
but maybe you can talk us through it.
I will show it on screen. But I actually don't change my breakfast no matter what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I have the same breakfast pretty much every single day, even if I'm going to have an ultra or I'm going to do a 10K, I'd probably just change the quantity of what I'm having. So I would have oats with banana and water. I don't like having too much milk before I run. Heat that up, and then I have a very, very good helping of honey on top of that. And I'll eat that, and then I will have a tea or a coffee.
Okay. Okay, it's very similar for me. I would also have oats. I would have it with soy milk.
Yep.
That's what I'm used to, just unsweetened soy milk. Not that you should go unsweetened here, but that's what I'm used to
Yep.
with my oats. Probably indeed. Well, I probably would skip the banana
Yep.
for a specific reason, which I'll come back to in a second. Honey, yes. Now probably top it off with like dried fruits.
Yeah.
Not too much because it can be a bit too much fiber, but just some dried coconut, dried ginger.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's good. And just a little bit. Now, then we go to pre-race.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
How many hours,
I was
minutes,
just gonna say
seconds before are you having this breakfast?
2 to 3 hours before.
Nice, okay.
You?
Training runs, I can probably do half an hour to an hour before.
Yeah.
If I'm getting up and I'm like, oh, out the door.
That's somebody who had a trained dog.
Yeah. But no, if it's a race, then I'm wanting at least 2 hours before.
Yeah. So I would say 2 to 3 hours before, because what I like to have 30 minutes before the start of my race, and indeed this is no matter the race. So for me, same thing, same breakfast, same like pre-race fuel, no matter the race basically. 30 minutes before I would definitely have my banana.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even, or actually sometimes, that's a lie. Most of the time I have it like 20 to 15 minutes before.
Yeah.
So very close to the starting line. And what that does is just tops up that glycogen storage. So that I'm like full.
Yeah.
The tank is full.
Yeah.
And we're ready to roll.
So what I would do is I would have a gel, because I know I can't stomach
Yeah.
real food right before a race. My nerves sort of get in the way no matter what race it is.
Yeah.
And real food is weird. In the race I could probably have real food if it's an ultra.
Yeah.
But then before the race I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. And with the 10K you might get extra nervous.
Yeah. Which is actually segue on to, if you can't eat before a race,
Yes.
a gel.
Yeah.
Take a little gel with you. Just, you know, something with a lower carb intake, like a 30-gram one or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have one of those.
Exactly. I would always say like basically about 30 minutes before you start, an hour to 30 minutes, preferably 30 minutes, you have about 20 to 30 grams of carbs.
Yeah.
So if you can stomach a banana, that's right in that range.
Yeah.
It's like 23 to 31 grams of carbs depending on the size.
Yeah.
A gel, obviously you have more control. You know exactly how much that is.
Yeah.
And it's
And
easy.
you can fool yourself into being like, it's just a bit of like, you know, sugary water.
Yeah.
I'm not eating, it's
Yeah.
not food.
Yeah, especially if you take like a hydrogel
Yeah.
or an isotonic gel, that can really feel like nothing
Yeah.
in that sense.
Yeah.
So that is definitely what I would also recommend before the race.
100%.
Now, we get to during the race, and I think that this is where things get a bit more specific, based on the person and how
It's
fast.
Bocade, isn't it? It's not Bocade.
What did you say?
Bocade. Good morning.
Oh, that.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Whatever. Okay, so yeah, during the race, I think this is where it really depends on the person, your goals, and also just your pace.
Yeah, 100%.
So when we look at a fast 10K, imagine 30 to 40 minutes.
Oh no, wrong side. Hey.
Yep, bit of obstacle course. 30 to 40 minutes. I tend to say that with 30 to 40 minutes, you don't need to take gels.
Especially
or
if you fueled
anything.
beforehand correctly.
Exactly. This is assuming that you have fueled. At least with something, but preferably with that breakfast and something just before the race.
Yeah.
Because at that point, like, you are very unlikely to deplete your glycogen storages in 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
When you get to the end, you want to refuel immediately, top it up, make sure that your recovery starts right away. But if you are in that range, you're probably fine.
Yeah. You'll be feeling tired because you've just done an all-out effort, but it's not like, quick, I need to refuel during that.
Yeah. Then I think basically between 40 and 60 minutes, this is where I think it again depends on the individual.
Yeah, a bit of a grey area there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gray area. It really depends on, yeah, your intensity. And also if you know that after 30 minutes, usually you start to, you know, slow down,
Yeah.
you feel really tired, then it might be worth it to, at like, this again, assuming that you fueled before, take a gel during the race.
Yeah.
I would personally say take that about 20 minutes into the race. You're starting to use like your top level of glycogen. That gel is going to kick in about 10, 15, 20 minutes after. So it will give you maybe that extra boost
Yeah.
in the end of your race. So around 40, 45 minutes. Yes, you don't have a lot left in your race, but it also helps to kickstart recovery as soon as you're done.
Yeah.
What I want to say there is, apart from, like, if you're somebody that could have GI distress, obviously you need to train this, but taking a gel, if you have trained it, it's not going to hurt you.
No.
So there's nothing wrong with doing it. What do you think?
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think once you then start looking at longer than 60 minutes, then you should definitely be taking a gel with you.
Yeah.
Or, you know, some gummy bears, just something
Yeah.
to even just like boost that sugar, keep you going.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on what you maybe have trained with, it could be a candy, it could be a gel, it could be dates, whatever works for you.
I think, yeah, you're exactly right. Like when it gets to that over 40 minutes, it turns into a grey area.
Yeah.
And then I think after 60 minutes, you should really be looking at having some fuel.
Exactly. And when would you start taking it? Because I think this is where a lot of people go wrong. They're like, okay, so I'm taking more than 60 minutes, so I will take it at 60 minutes.
Yeah. Or you think, you know, you're getting close to the end, you're at 50 minutes, it might be looking like you're going to do 60 minutes, but then you're like, oh, I've only got 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm almost done. I'm in the last 2, 3K or whatever you have left. I won't take that gel because I'm almost done now. And actually, what you need to be doing is, one, if you've got to that point, take it anyways.
Yeah.
But what you should be doing is actually stepping back and going like 30 minutes into the race.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuel now because
Exactly.
I still have 30 minutes left to go, or longer. So you're looking at almost like the halfway mark. You know, if you're going over an hour, you know, wait till 40 minutes, do it at halfway, because you want that energy.
Yeah.
You want the energy for the rest of your run.
Exactly. I think it's super helpful to just set time targets for yourself
Yeah.
and to say, I will take one if you know. Okay, so we have maybe the slight rule here of, if you know you're in the end of the gray zone, so you know you're going to take longer than 40 minutes, but actually you're more sure that you're going to take longer than, say, 50, that's when I would say just take a gel at 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, depending on how long you're going to take the second one at 60. So you just get into the habit of every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And if you're like super intense, like if you're talking longer distance, you could be talking about 20-minute intervals. Most likely for most people, this makes sense on a 10K.
Yeah.
30, 60. And if you're taking 2 hours over your 10K, then also take one at 90 minutes.
Yep.
So you keep refueling. Okay, the race is done.
Race is done.
Post race,
Woo.
what are we doing?
Post race.
Refuel!
Refuel. I mean, ideally, when you step over that finish line, you're handed water, maybe you're handed some snacks,
Yeah, and a banana.
banana.
Because that's what we get.
What you want to be aiming for is, in that first hour of finishing, getting your fuel in, getting protein, but also getting carbs.
Yeah.
So you want to have carbs to start back up the energy, but also you want protein because you want to build back those muscles
Yeah.
that have been breaking down.
Ideally, if there is somebody sponsoring the race that is handing out chocolate milk,
Yeah.
that is your best friend.
Yeah.
It happens at quite a few races. If that is not the case, you might be handed a sports drink, a banana. Great, then go look for the people that have the protein bars.
Yeah. Actually,
Or-
a lot these days there's non-alcoholic beer,
Yeah.
which is also a great one because
Yeah.
it's got your carbs in,
Yeah.
it's got your water in there.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's actually a great one.
Also works really well. So just hydrate, protein, carbs.
Yeah.
If there's nobody there, like sponsor-wise, because maybe it's a small local 10K, whatever, ask your family members to bring something or have something in the car. or your friends.
Because I've definitely done it before where I've just got caught up in the moment and haven't fueled probably as well as I should have, or just had like a tiny snack.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's 3 hours later and I'm like, my eyes are falling asleep and I'm like, oh, I feel so tired and I have to nap the rest of the day.
Yeah, and the next day your DOM set in.
Yeah.
You feel like, oh, I'm actually kind of sore.
Yeah.
You
It's
need
like,
to-
damn, that could have been avoided.
Yeah, you've just given a hard effort. Your body needs to refuel. So give your muscles what they need.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, then that's us covering the whole race pack around the 10K. How do we train this during training?
Well, what are they? Oh my god, there's loads of hares. Did you see them? No. There was loads of rabbits, guys. Look, I know pigs.
No, they're
Oh my god, they're pigs.
They're like porcupines.
No, they were baby pigs. They're wild pigs.
There's a lot of baby pigs here. Wild pigs.
I love baby pigs.
Maybe we have them on camera.
I hope so. I saw it put it up.
No, they're so far away now.
Guys, one day I will have one of those as a pet. I love baby pigs.
You can get them on from here.
It's because my name's Oldham, isn't it? I'm a little pig. Anyway, sorry.
Back to training.
Oh, my excitement. I feel hyped.
The beautiful side of filming live
Yeah.
and not doing any cuts. Okay, so training. We're training our 10K. We're training our 10K fuel.
Yeah.
How do we do this?
So if you want to be training basically as if it's not exact race day, but you want to be thinking, okay, I'm gonna have food before I do this 10K. I'm gonna practice running with something in my stomach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a run, and you know, if you're building up to a 10K, you won't have done a 10K yet.
Yeah.
So maybe on that 8K,
Exactly.
you'll be taking a gel just to see how it feels to have a gel on that run. Obviously, if you've done 10Ks or you do a lot bigger distance than 10K, you'll be taking those gels on your long runs. But it's basically putting it into practice. Like, you know, if you're a scientist at work, you need to see what it's like in the field.
Yeah.
That's basically what you're doing with running. You're like, right, I'm gonna basically test out my gut, and there's loads of ways to improve your gut as well. Like, there's always the method of, if you always feel uncomfortable having food, what you do is you have a lot of food and then you go for a run and you sit with that uncomfortable feeling,
Yeah.
and that will train your gut faster.
Yeah.
So there's loads of little methods that you can try out, and it's just seeing what works for you, really, I think.
Yeah, I think, for example, with a gel, one of the things you can do is say that you're just going to take half your gel, you know, like to start off. Now, obviously, I understand that packing away gel can be a bit annoying,
Yeah.
especially if it's a liquid gel, like an isotonic gel.
Yeah.
But it might be worth just doing that, like take 2 gels, take half of each.
Start with some gummy, if you like, right at the beginning, start with like, you know, 3 or 4 gummy bears.
Yeah, candy.
Because they're like, they're
Yeah.
even less, you know,
Yeah.
you can just have one gummy bear. Try it out.
Yeah,
Build up to this hot gel.
Exactly. And the same goes with your breakfast. Like if you're just nervous about eating before a run, I always recommend just going maybe in the afternoon after you've had lunch.
Yeah.
And then you, like imagine you have lunch at 1, go at 5.
Yeah.
And it will you will feel that a little bit. And then you start just building up from there. If you do want to train it with breakfast, have a smaller breakfast.
Yeah.
And start building up.
Yeah.
Maybe start with just a banana, then like a banana and rice cakes, then you can maybe start building up to oats,
Yeah.
whatever you like.
I think I used to run fasted, and learned that was terrible for my hormones. But then I started, I think, with half a teaspoon of peanut butter,
Yeah.
and then half a banana, and now I'm like ball of oats.
Half an hour before. Yeah, so you can definitely build it up, and I think that's another important tip. If you feel like, oh, I can't handle this, just because you can't handle it on that one run where you try it out, doesn't mean you can't handle it.
Yeah.
You need to train.
Also, a great one is that if you have access to a treadmill or going to the gym, have food and do a 5K on a treadmill. Because the bathroom is very close. Because that is, realistically, that's the worst thing that's going to happen.
Yeah,
Is that your stomach flips,
Yeah.
and you're like, crap, I need the bathroom.
Yeah, same
Like, nothing
for,
bad happens. It's
No.
like, that's the worst thing that can happen.
and the same goes for the track. So
Yeah.
gym, track, treadmill at home, whatever you have, That is a very good way to do this. Very good way.
Yeah.
Cool.
The safety of a bathroom.
Yeah. I think that kind of covers
I think that's
the
it.
10K.
So
So,
we're going to be talking about half marathons,
Yeah.
marathons, fueling for everything. So
Yep.
if you have another race coming up, then watch out
Yeah.
because we will be talking about all things fueling.
exactly. So if you want to know indeed how to lose for another distance, it's coming. If you want to know
Like,
something
subscribe,
else,
follow.
and if you want to know something else about 10K, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with your 10K.
See ya.
Bye.